Hello, very good day to you. We are going to see more in the way of dry weather as we head into the weekend, but we're sticking with the chilly theme for the time being. We still have relatively cold air across us, and with high pressure, meaning things are going to be largely settled, that does also mean there are risk of some relatively harsh frosts to come by night, even if by day it shouldn't feel too bad when you get some decent spring sunshine breaking through. By Sunday, there is a bit of a frontal system pushing its way southwards, so that's going to bring a bit more cloud for many of us and even a few spots of rain. Back to the here and now though, and after a pretty showery day for many of us, some of the showers were heavy, even a bit of hail mixed in with them. Most of the showers are going to ease and die away as we go through the end of the day and overnight. Not all of them, some continuing across some parts of southern England, perhaps eastern parts of England as well, but yes, most places turning largely dry, and there will be some clear skies developing too. Under the clear skies, as you would expect, with the chilly air, it's going to turn pretty chilly. Temperatures in towns and cities generally holding up a little bit above freezing, but in rural spots, frost is quite likely, and across some parts of Scotland, maybe even into Northern Ireland, Northern England, we could get as low as -4, -5, possibly -6. So a fairly harsh frost for some of us, and there could be a few pockets of fog, freezing fog, even some icy surfaces in a few places too. Worth bearing in mind, there's a bit of a breeze towards the southeast, so that will stop temperatures dropping too low here, and also a bit more cloud with a little bit of rain pushing into Shetland as well towards the end of the night. That cloud and bit of rain is gradually going to make its way southwards into Orkney and then the far north of Scotland as we go through Saturday. Otherwise, apart from one or two isolated showers around, actually for many, tomorrow looks like it's going to be a largely fine day. There will be some sunshine on offer, a bit of cloud bubbling up here and there, but actually a good deal of dry and often sunny weather for many of us. Still a chilly feel to things. Temperatures may be a degree or so higher than today, especially across northern parts, greater chance of getting into double figures. Further south, a bit of a chilly feel still, and feeling even colder in the brisk winds in the southeast. Later on, we have more cloud and outbreaks of rain feeding their way southwards across northern parts. Not a huge amount of rain, but a few spots possible across northern Scotland in particular. Further south though, a drier and often clear night, and so actually I think Saturday night into Sunday is going to be even colder than this coming night across southern parts in particular. So temperatures for many falling a few degrees below freezing. Even some more built-up areas could see a bit of a frost. Meanwhile, further north, it's going to be a little bit milder than some recent nights. So a bright but chilly start, also some fog, freezing fog for some of us in the south on Sunday morning, but that should clear away. However, we are going to see the cloudier weather in the north becoming more widespread. So most places turning pretty grey as we go through the afternoon on Sunday. Towards the south and southwest across Wales, likely to stay mostly dry, at least until mid to late afternoon, but further north we have a few spots of rain mixed in. None of this looks particularly heavy, but it might just turn a little bit damp for a time. Temperatures on paper look relatively similar to Saturday really, so high single figures for most of us, just about scraping into double digits in a few places, but because there will be a bit more cloud around, less sunshine on offer, it may feel a little bit chillier for many of us. We have a frontal system across us as we go through later Sunday, which is why we're seeing the cloud and the outbreaks of rain. That continues to bring a few spots of rain, a bit of cloud as we go into the beginning of next week. But actually then we're still under the influence of high pressure for a time, but it drifts away towards the east. So actually Tuesday looks like it will be largely dry and often quite bright and sunny with the direction that we're dragging in our wind from. But with that though, sunny days mean clear nights, and so the return of some pretty harsh frosts quite likely during the first part of next week. Then later on there is some unsettled weather out towards the west. How close that gets towards the UK, well that's still all to play for. I think perhaps towards the end of the week, especially towards western, northwestern parts, we are likely to see some wetter and windier weather. But on the whole, I think next week looks largely dry. Of course, we will be keeping you up to date with the forecast as we get nearer the time. So make sure you subscribe so you keep on top of things as well. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.